Hello everyone, this is Josh Kanan, and this is the Premier Money Minute. This coronavirus has had a devastating impact on our economy and certainly the stock market, and we're seeing a lot of panic out there, a lot of fear. Probably haven't seen something like this at least since the Great Recession, almost a little over 10 years ago. And so I'm getting a lot of questions around, should I sell, should I go to cash? And so when you're thinking about that type of decision, a major decision, we've always kind of talked about not panicking and not selling into a panic. But if this is something you're considering, what you're doing is timing the market. And when you time the market, you have to be right twice. You have to be able to get out at the right time and then figure out when to get back in, which is always a big time challenge. We've seen that it's very difficult to do. And what we want to make sure you understand on that is when you feel comfortable and you feel good enough to feel like you can get back in, the stock market is already well ahead of you on that. And by the time that you're comfortable, the stock market is already probably headed back the other direction. Another thing to consider, have your goals changed? What did you invest the money for in the first place? Was it for long-term retirement, something that might be 10, 20 years away? Or maybe you are even in retirement and have some monies in stocks that are still considered 20, 30-year money, your life expectancy. Make sure you understand the goal, the difference between a long-term goal and a short-term goal before you make that decision. And then lastly, understand that every time somebody sells, there's somebody else on the other side of that trade that's buying, that's looking at it as an opportunity. And so as you're thinking about, okay, am I selling? Just know that there is somebody else out there that has to buy every time you sell, and they're looking at this as maybe, hey, I'm going to take some of those shares from you at a much lower price. So think about those three things before making a decision. Certainly, make sure you have conversations with your financial advisor as well. Until next time, thanks for listening to the Premier Money Minute.